Can you lose eternal rewards?
Well, that's a great question, Sean. And in my estimation, we can, but I need to be real careful in explaining that. In Matthew 6:19-21, Jesus makes it real clear that we're not to lay up treasure on earth, but we're to lay up treasure in heaven. And he says that if we lay up treasure in heaven, moth and rust won't destroy and thieves won't break in and steal. That this is eternal, that this is lasting. In my book, The Road to Reward, I call those instant winners. You know, like you go to McDonald's and you scratch something off to see if you won some fries or something, right? Well, an instant winner is if you do some good work to the glory of God with the right motive, ka-ching, there's some sort of reward that's going to be there forever, whether you persevere or not. But then I also discuss in The Road to Reward that there are what I call perseverance prizes, that only the person who goes to the end gets the prize. Like in a marathon, you only get the finisher's medal if you finish. Well, the perseverance prizes are a whole bunch of things, and we can talk about that more later, but they're distinct from the instant winners. But in both cases, how full those things will be depends on what happens with what we've done. For example, let's say I give some money to my church. And let's say that my church is just glorifying God like crazy. So therefore, my money is well invested, right? And if my church continues to go on and go on and go on, then I'm going to have ongoing benefit from what I've done. Or to take another example, Zane Hodges passed away in November of 2008. Well, we're still publishing some of his works. We're getting ready to re-release Absolutely Free. We're getting ready to release his commentary on Romans that he never published. He's going to be getting eternal rewards for things that are done after he's dead, right? That we are contributing to. Now, if I dropped the ball and didn't publish his Romans commentary, I would cause him to lose potential future rewards. You see what I'm talking about? Or if we didn't re-release some of his books and let them go out of print, we'd be lessening his reward. In 2 John, I believe it's verse 7, John obviously says there that you, the readers, need to pay attention that John and his co-workers don't lose what we have worked for. And so the point is, we can lose out if, say for example, you disciple someone, right? You disciple your children. You disciple people at church. You disciple other people. If they go on with the Lord, then your reward is going to be fuller than if they don't go on with the Lord. And so it's kind of like, I've used this illustration before, and I know people don't like it much, but because people don't like multi-level marketing. But it's kind of like godly multi-level marketing. It's like you get a cut of the people, the ministry of the people you disciple. So that's why it's important that they go on. Paul talked about this a lot, that he was concerned lest he labored in vain in Galatia, for example. He talks about that in the letter to the Galatians.
So Bob, you're not saying that we can lose the rewards we've already received. You're saying that we're missing out on rewards we could have earned.
In terms of the instant winner prizes, the lay up treasure in heaven, how full that's going to be for whatever we give, whatever we say, whatever we do, depends oftentimes on other people, right? And in terms of the perseverance prizes, well, we only get those perseverance prizes if we persevere. So let's say that today you or I are approved. We're walking in fellowship with Christ. We're overcomers today. So that if Christ were to return today and we were raptured today, we would rule with him, we'd get the persevering prizes. But let's say that before the rapture occurs, before we die, we fell away. well, then we would lose out on what we would have had if we had persevered. You with me? And on the other hand, if we do persevere to the end, but along the way, some of the people we've discipled, some of the money we gave, etc., there was a dropping of the ball on the part of other people, well, then that's going to lessen some of our perseverance prizes too.